Adam, last fall, Nickelodeon announced that they were going to be canceling their current run of the TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show.
You actually really like that.
I love it. And
I don't like how it looks, but from what I hear from you and from other sources, it's written really well.
It's written so well, and this isn't a popular opinion. I think it's better than the original show.
Wow.
It's that good. You can't beat the classic of it, but as a story, it's all one giant story, essentially, with, little random episodes thrown in between. Yeah. But it's all this giant story. The Turtles are written so well. Their personalities are perfect. The animation gets jarring at first, and it is weird to get used to.
Well, I just have an anti-CG thing anyway, so.
Well, let's see what you think about this. Because they are getting rid of that, and this year they will be doing a new show called Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And
I already don't like it.
They released the images, which I'll be posting at the bottom of the screen here. It should be around this area. Of these individual images. And so I'll just be flipping my laptop over, show Adam each one, and I want to see what he thinks, because I sent you a picture of the whole big scene.
Yeah,
but I want to go through each one, and I want to see what you think. So Adam, the first one we have is of the new Leonardo image. What's your thoughts on that?
It's really lazily designed. It's purposely, you can tell that it's made to be simple to animate.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look good at all.
See, if you're going to ask me, I think I don't like the image, but at the same time, I don't have a problem necessarily with the Leonardo one. I think Leo looks okay. I mean, if they went through this style...
I'm just saying, from an art design standpoint, it just looks lazy.
Yeah, I don't really like the sharpness of it.
Yeah, it looks like just the typical shit that they do now all the time and just animate with a computer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it almost looks like high-quality Flash animation from, the mid-2000s decade.
So, yeah, Leonardo, I think actually Leo looks okay. Personally.
I disagree.
Okay, well, you can disagree. That's fine. I'm just going off of what I think of each one. Now, next to the next one, I got problems with. And it's our Raphael design. So, Raphael pops up right here.
Okay.
What's the first thing you notice?
He's using Tonfa instead of Sai.
What the fuck?
Also, his shell looks totally fucked up.
But they had in the animated one, he has a cracked shell. But I'm going to get into it once we get through these character designs, what I have my biggest problem with.
It just looks like a shitty design that they,
this the design
typical garbage that they do for
This looks like what they did
show.
with Knuckles from Sonic. And they decided to make
Sonic
them all
Boom.
Yeah.
Or whatever that's called, Sonic Rise of Lyric or so whatever.
Yeah, Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyrics. I am not happy with the fact that they decided to go with Tonfas instead of Sais. Why would you get rid of his... Raphael is so cool because of Sais. Sais are awesome. Why the fuck would you switch it to Tonfas? That's so stupid. Alright, Jesus. Ugh, that's awful. Ugh. Now we're gonna go on to Donatello.
Also, no. I'm absolutely not. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Is that... Okay, so he has a cone-shaped staff that has a grapple hook.
Yeah, it looks like it might have a grapple hook in it, and it's like...
Yeah, no, it looks like fucking shit. I'm telling you, they all just look like really lazy,
we haven't gotten
boring
to the worst
ass
one.
kid show designs. Oh, is it Mike?
No, Mikey actually I think looks the best. This is Michelangelo. I actually think that Mikey looks the best out of all the redesigns.
He still looks fucking terrible. They don't even look... the only reason that I know that it's a Ninja Turtle is because I already knew what the Ninja Turtles were.
He looks like he's got... He doesn't even have nunchucks anymore. He's got a yo-yo stick.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
It looks terrible.
What's next?
Well, we got the redesign of April O'Neil. Which, it doesn't really remind me anything like April O'Neil at all.
One, she's wearing glasses. Two, she has a ghost bat.
I know what's up with that ghost bat.
3, she's wearing a green jacket. She's always been yellow. I don't really care about the racial change. It really doesn't bother me that much.
No, I don't give a fuck about the racial change. I got the problem with, like, she looks like a librarian.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't need to be a reporter. In the new show, she's not a reporter. She's just a teenager, I think that they did such a good job with the April O'Neil character. I think, as I said, I think it's the best version of April O'Neil that we've ever got. I just think that I don't really get this whole design. She's wearing yellow, but she's wearing this goofy sports jacket.
It's green. Where'd the ghost bat come from?
I don't know where the ghost bat.
When did April ever fight?
She fights in the new show. She actually starts kind of like training under Master Splinter for a little bit, and she
drives
kind of gets
turtle
like
van.
psychic powers in the new show, which I thought was weird, but it works a little bit. It works a little better.
You say so.
Yeah, you gotta trust me, man. I'm telling you that
What else is there? What else?
Splinter.
Just do it.
Oh, Splinter.
What the fuck? That looks like something out of Ren and Stimpy. That doesn't even match the rest of the designs.
He looks like a fat rat. He looks like a fat guinea pig more than a rat. What the fuck is that? Am I looking at?
All right.
He looks like he's about to take a shit.
So if you could think of an overweight rat. Oh, I guess you're gonna show it anyway, so I'm gonna describe it. An overweight, like diminutive rat that has like super racist Asian features and facial hair. That would be what this new Splinter looks like. It looks like shit, and it doesn't even match the rest of the designs.
It's so weird. It doesn't work at all. Like, none of these pictures look good. They don't. And then, obviously, we'll show the one that they released, the full them all together. The whole them together image. Colorful. I will give you that it's very colorful looking.
Yeah, but it's not good color. It's that shitty, like, muted neon purple, muted neon pinky red, muted, neon blue, and then fucking just like Super Saiyan.
Why is April O'Neil riding Donatello? Like, she's riding Donatello's back.
She has like a hover bike with 4 hover lifty things, and
like
then it's attached to his shoulders. It doesn't make any sense. Oh God.
Obviously, these are just the designs.
I'm not trying to be gatekeepy, but like, there's some things that don't need to be changed that much to apply to the modern context for children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this, none of these design choices make sense to apply to the interest of the modern child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's other adaptations they've done of this kind of shit that work better.
Oh, okay.
I think this makes Teen Titans Go look good.
Oh, those are some throwing. That's throwing shade. Ooh, but I'm not gonna completely say I disagree with you. It looks bad. So here, let's go with the. Okay, so we got the images. I do not like the images at all.
I think they look shit.
I think they look pretty bad.
Who's writing the show?
I believe it's Ben Schwartz.
Is that who wrote the last show?
The fact that Ben Schwartz, who also votes to join reboot, will be joining the second famous. Oh no, I don't know who is. It doesn't say exactly. I think it's like a lot of the people who might have had involvement with the DuckTales reboot, but the DuckTales reboot is supposed to be great, like really good. Now, let's just go into that. I don't like the designs, but I will go into some details about the show. Now, I'm gonna watch the show because. At the same time,
you know what this
to be
reminds me
fair,
of?
I shit on the original. I shit on the 2012 version images too. I wrote it off as some kiddie shitty show, but it's not a kiddie shitty show. It's actually a really good show.
But you know what those designs remind me of? Do you remember hearing that there was going to be a Mighty Ducks cartoon? And then you watched it, and it was like not really that great.
The one where they were superheroes?
The one where they were humanoid ducks fighting crime.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, this is what? When did this happen in the movie? This never happened.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I understand you want to make some changes, but Raph and Donatello look like shit, and April O'Neil's design doesn't look too great. But whatever. I don't really care that much about April O'Neil, but Leo and Mikey, I think, are okay looking. But
no, I disagree. Like, okay, so they give everybody else a really angular look, and then Mikey just looks circular as fuck, and then Splinter just looks like a wad of chewed bubblegum. Like, it literally looks like something out of Ren and Stimpy, but with thick black outline.
It's like the Turtles. We've never seen them before. Yeah. It's like we've never seen them.
They look like shit.
But as I said, I did shit on the redesigns of the CG one, and I changed my tune. So I'm going to watch the show. I have to. But, so let's go into some changes that they've made. Leonardo is no longer the leader. Raphael is now the leader. And you just took Leonardo's only interesting trait and threw it away.
Well, like, not only that, Raphael's whole character is built around the character dynamic of butting heads with Leonardo all the time.
Yes. And he still looks like he's going to be the angry guy. And I know Raphael is a lot of people's favorite turtle. He's my favorite turtle too. I think I have him right here. Yeah, there's good old Raph. But yeah, a big part of his character is that he doesn't like being bossed around by Leonardo. And he's too hot-headed to lead, is what Splinter and Leonardo always say to him. You're too hot-headed. So now they've made him the leader.
Already doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make much
sense to me. It
already
destroys character dynamic that has existed for centuries.
Yeah, I mean, it destroys the fact that he has fucking tonfas over size. But, okay, whatever. They're both defensive weapons anyway. But, okay. So, they are also, this is the part that might actually piss me off the most that no one seems to want to talk about, is how they are, all four of them are different species of turtles. How the fuck are you brothers if you're all different species? You're just not even step, you're just orphaned, joined together brotherhood?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're adopted. They're all adopted by...
But in the show,
it doesn't make any sense.
But in the show, they've always been the same turtle.
What?
They've been the same turtle species all the time.
Donatello always was a different color than the rest of them.
No, they have different shades, but all turtles have different shades to them. But they were all the same turtle. They literally went out of their way to say that they are all different species of turtles.
Which doesn't make any sense.
What? Yeah.
So let's just examine that. I don't know if you know the turtle origin story about how it kind of connects to Daredevil a little bit.
Yeah, how it's all a parody of Daredevil was how TMNT was how it was even started because the hand, Daredevil, the foot, the blind kid who drops, like pushes an old man out of the way, and then a radioactive thing falls on turtles. Like they say that Daredevil kind of caused the turtles to exist.
Yeah,
all placed in New York. Yeah,
but so you're telling me that 4 completely randomly separate species of turtle are converged at this one point in the New York sewer system next to a random ass rat when a blind kid pushes an old man out of the way, causing a truck to wreck, spilling the ooze into the fucking sewer system.
You're just saying exactly what I'm thinking.
Like, the suspension of disbelief crossed the line when you say 4 different random species of turtles just meet up to hang out.
We have 4 giant walking human teenage turtles. Do you know what
yeah, but I'm saying, like, you can only push suspension of disbelief so far because...
I wish this water bottle was alcohol. How pissed off I'm getting off this. So, here's the other problem I have. Ready to go for this bullshit?
Yeah.
How much you want to bet? I'm going to put over or under 60%. I will put over 60% that they go the Street Sharks route.
What do you mean?
That they are not turtles that turn into teens. They are teens that turn into turtles. How much you want to bet that? That's the only way you can explain that they're brothers. And I would not be surprised if they're going to do some reinvention bullshit that they're teens that get turned into turtles.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in this at all.
What do you think? Over or under 60%? No, that's the route they'll go.
Now that you say that, that makes total sense that that's what they would do with it. And, no. I'm not interested.
I still don't understand how the fuck Splinter looks like. Looks like you stuck a Yoda puppet into a fucking oven. That's what he looks like. Yeah. And then they just threw some really like like Asian features, like Asian hairstyles onto this melted puppet.
Yeah, they get like a really racist like samurai top knot, and fucking like a racist Asian mustache, Asian beard, Asian eyes. It's like
yeah, they're like really tiny too.
Like
he looks angry, so he might be just squinting really weird. But
maybe he's trying to take a shit.
I'm really nervous about this show. I don't know.
Bad. It
I
looks
don't know
really
if
fucking bad.
I don't know if the backlash of this. I don't know if there is a real backlash or if it's just me being real pissed off.
I think most of the people that were into the Turtles don't fucking care anymore.
Some people first comment says looks good, fresh. Starts are a dime a dozen these days, but it's the whole other topic. I'm interested in the choice to make April O'Neil black. Not that she is black, rather the seemingly arbitrary choice to reboot her character as a different race. With so many other options that could challenge the writers and shows kids' diversity in storytelling, why not make her physically disabled, LGBT, or Muslim, blah, blah, blah. Again, not saying she shouldn't be black, but it just feels like it's too easy and a route to take when rebooting the series. That's the choice. It sounds like he's
secretly trying to seem not racist about being mad that she's black.
Yeah, that's kind of sounds like this guy's comment, Foxwolf. It kind of says like, I like it all, but why the black?
Why is she black?
She's the least. That's the least problem. That's my least.
That's the one
problem.
that I have the least problem with.
Yeah. Like they just say that she's a
like
street...
my problems with the April O'Neil character are Ghost Bat and Green Jacket.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck is up with Ghost Bat there.
Yeah.
You know what these look like to me? These look like these. Could you imagine this being a spinoff of Danny Phantom?
That's kind of what it looks like. It looks like that shitty design.
It looks like Danny Phantom now you're saying the Ghost Bat.
Yeah.
I'm like, she looks like she could have been in Danny Phantom, the show.
Yeah.
Like, she looks ripped straight from that design. That's actually really funny. The Ghost Bat.
That's what it looks like.
That's what I think.
Is she also Casey Jones too? Like, why is she using sports equipment?
I don't know. I don't know what. I'm kind of terrified as to what they might do with Casey Jones.
Maybe instead of April O'Neil, she's April Jones, and they just mash those two characters together.
Maybe. You should have just called this Son of TMNT or something shitty like that, because
then everybody would know to avoid it.
I don't know what the fuck. I'm just not happy with these design choices.
Yeah, they're bad.
They just are not good. I'm just irritated about a lot of things about this, but Jesus, holy God. Whew.
Also for that guy that made that comment, I know he's never going to see this fucking video, but if you ever do, they had a disabled cartoon character at Burger King called Wheels.
I remember Wheels.
Yeah.
I remember Wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of disappeared. Nobody was really that big into the Burger King Kids Club.
Yeah, but I barely remember that. But it's like, I mean, did you need to? I mean, why don't you make her physically disabled, LGBT, or even Muslim, Jewish, or Buddhist? Again, not saying she shouldn't be black, but it just feels like it's too easy in a route to take when rebooting a series. That's such a... his first part was like, okay, I mean, he's looking at the positive side of it, but then he just goes on to this thing about, well, why did you make her black? Who fucking cares?
Like, why is that the problem? Look at everything else, but he also liked the design, so that just tells me that this guy's a fucking idiot.
And then someone put Transmorpher DDS put, my hope is that it is a reference to the original comic series. One of the creators, I think it was Eastman, don't quote me on that, actually based April's look on a woman he was dating at the time, and she was of mixed heritage. So from the beginning, April was at least half black. So in some ways, having a black April feels a bit like how Baxter Stockman is now black as well, despite being whitewashed in the 80s version. Well, Baxter Stockman was originally a black character, but then they made him black in the 2002 version. They made him white in the 80s version, yes. But they went back and made him black, so I don't really get that. But yeah. I never heard that story about that April O'Neil was based off of mixed race. I mean, but it was a black and white comic, so I mean, you couldn't really
tell. Yeah.
You really couldn't tell back then. But I don't know. I don't know. I highly doubt that is the throwback to it.
Yeah, I that might be true, but I don't think that's why they redesigned her.
I don't think that's why they redesigned her. Too,
I mean,
right?
they clearly redesigned everybody. and they're like, "Hey, how can we make them look as shitty as possible?" Like, you know what I hate? I hate when they do this kind of shit and the designs look awful, and they do a racial swap or a gender swap of a character to try and completely reboot that character, because they take away from that process by giving it a fucking god awful design wise, like a god awful look.
It's no, does not work for me. We'll check out the show, so when the show comes out, I will let you know. I might do. What do you think? You think I should do an individual review of the show?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna fucking watch it. It looks like shit.
You said that about the 2012 version.
I still haven't looked at it.
I know, but you know how much I love that show.
I know. I believe you too, but I'm not interested in ever watching that because it looks like fucking shit.
They make all the characters on that show great.